What's going on, you guys? My name is Marco Phillips. You're listening to Time to Dominate podcast. Let's go. So here's a daunting question. How do millennials like us leverage the internet to recruit 8 players into our downlines, make a massive impact in the world and their income, while having plenty of time for the other things that do actually matter to us? Well, this podcast is going to be answering those questions. My name is Marco Phillips, and you're listening to Time to Dominate podcast. Hey, what's up, you guys? Have a great morning. I am so excited to be with you guys again today. I hope this podcast finds you well. Today, I want to talk about the 2 main reasons why people are not joining your business. And it comes down to 2 main reasons just based off of my research, learning from other top earners, seeing just in my own personal team, and just in my own years of experience in this industry on how it's gone. And it comes down to 2 major things. The number one reason is that not enough people are seeing your presentation. So the law of averages is totally at play here. Not enough people are seeing your presentation in order to make a buying decision. This has been, and I believe would always be, the main reason. Starting out in the MLM game, one, I didn't have a list of people to market to. Secondly, I didn't have a huge center of influence to tap into right away. And so once writing down the lists, that whole gig, you guys probably know by now how I feel about this. My whole thing about this is just documenting how I'm taking this whole thing online. So once my little list of people, which I was told to reach out to when I first got started, ran out, the only other way in which I had to reach out to people unknown to me back then was just prospect. And in prospecting, just prospect cold market. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not the most leveraged way for me for now that I know, and in my lifestyle. And however, this is the case for 95%, if not more, of most people that start in the network marketing game or in MLM space, or honestly in any business, right? We just not as equipped as other people that come in. So the law of averages, not enough people seeing the presentation in order to make a buying decision, point blank, period. And then if you figured out, okay, not enough people are seeing my presentation, the next thing that we typically tend to do is just only prospect either online or face-to-face. Everything prospecting just taking on a manual labor. It's not leveraged at all, okay? And so there lies the problem. If you only have 8 hours to work, okay, let's say, most people are starting an MLM game part-time around their full-time schedule. So they're working maybe 8 hours a day, spending another maybe 2 hours with family when they get back from work and all that. And maybe you have another, let's say 3-4 hours, right? If you're really, really pushing it, you have 3-4 hours to prospect people, either online or face-to-face, however you want to do it. There just isn't much time in order to get a lot of people to take a look at your thing. Okay, so and so what's the solution then? So for me, the solution that I don't know if you guys know the course that I bought a few courses just wanting to learn, and because I know we have an amazing industry, we have an amazing opportunity. It's just not taught the right way. And one of the courses that I bought, and you guys could definitely check him out. His name is Stephen Larson. He's awesome. And the course that I bought just taught me how to market, how to create true leverage. Take this entire presentation online. Okay. So once I take it online, now what I could do, I could create true leverage, because just about everything and everyone is online. You can reach masses of people all at one time. Okay, so in order to take it online, what would need to happen here? So take it online, create a page of some sort where the presentation is, and then drive traffic to it. It's that simple. Now, the concept is simple. The application is a little more in depth, a few things that you need to do. But taking a 30,000 view, that's how simple it is. Have a page, aka a funnel, right? You take your presentation online, you have a place to put it where you can get people to go see it. I was reading the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone, and Grant Cardone, and I love his style. He's aggressive. He's like, man, listen, who got my money today, right? Who has my money? How can I add value to you in exchange, for my money? And he talks about people are not just operating in being obsessed in the 10X rule. Enough massive action in order to break through this industry and make a major impact. We got to take massive action, all out massive action. When we say massive action, his big thing was like obscurity is the problem with most businesses, especially startups, especially some people that are just starting an MLM game or have been in an MLM game and just hasn't had massive success. For those that have, it's they've broken through that barrier of obscurity where enough people have seen their presentation, and enough people have had a chance to make a decision, and enough people out of that massive amount of people have been able to join. So obscurity is at play here. Okay, so in order to break that, what I've done to do is why I decided to take this whole game online and create my own funnel where I can drive people to and not necessarily be prospecting the entire time. Only we could do both in order to break through this whole thing. And it's like maybe this is a little extreme, right? But I was present in my daughter's birth. Okay, this example just came to mind. So I'm gonna just share it. In order for my daughter to actually come to Earth, to come out, mom had to push. And when I say push, I mean push hard. Okay, in order to break through that barrier, right? It's just the same exact thing. There has to be an enormous amount of pressure, an amount of force in order to break through that barrier and come out on the other side alive, right? If you're into sports, right? If there's a line, if there's a in football, there's O line and D line. The offensive line has to push the defensive line back in order for the running back to break through the hole, right, and get a burst. It's the same exact thing. Obscurity is what's holding most of us back here. Okay, and the second thing is you don't have a brand. Not having a brand, not standing out from the masses. Okay, this is the absolute second thing. Sometimes this can actually can be interchanged with the first, because if you have a brand, you typically would stand out and you typically would have been able to break through. Here's why this is important. If everyone that gets into your organization has the same exact comp plan, has the same exact marketing plan, has the same exact products, has the same exact events, the same exact everything is monkey see, monkey do, the only thing that would then separate you would be what? Would be you, the individual, you being unique as a person, and you being able to capture that and take it to the marketplace, and you building your brand, what you stand for, what you're about, right? And that is so important. But oh man, I see it all over my timeline on Facebook of people that have not chosen to learn how to build a brand, okay, how to stand out from the masses, how to be not just blend in. You gotta stand out, man. You gotta stand out. The rose that grew from the concrete, right? Everyone can get another flower, but everyone wants the rose. Why? Because the rose is just a little more. It's beautiful. There's something different about it. If everything is in a sea of white, and you stand out and your color is black, it's like, what is that? Like, that seems different, right? So how does this apply in MLM? You have to be able to create something in front of your company's product, comp plan, your company's product or comp plan. You have to be the one in front. You have to be the the forerunner. Okay, so people buy into you, and then you give them your product or service as a thank you. Does that make sense? It's the same exact concept as being an influencer or being a this or being a that online. People gravitate towards you as the person, and whatever it is that you like or do, people want to like and do that. Why? Because your core values at the base of it match. It's such a big deal. Such a big deal. And then okay, cool. So then Marco, like, what's the solution? How do I build a brand? Building a brand is actually simple. I created a little mini training, a mini course about it. I'll probably put it in the show notes next to exactly how you can go ahead and get it. Man, go get it. Like, click the link, get it. Like, get the training, get the information, learn how to um, build your own niche within this stuff. Like, you get to stand, like, if you're a mom and you love cooking, or you love being a parent, or you love that, that can be your brand if you really choose to do that. And in the training, it would give you more in depth about exactly how to go about it and all that good stuff, and finding your niche. And then from finding your niche, you then speaking to those people, and then once people find value in what you do and who you are, and there's like, man, I just relate to him, or I just relate to her. Like, she just gets it. Like, she's real. He's real. Like, she speaks my language. He speaks my language. I'm down with that. You're not pushy. You're not salesy. You're being you in all you do. And then in the back end, it's like, oh, hey, I actually use this if you're interested. Um, it would totally help you too in this journey that we seem to all be in together. They would totally say yes. Why? Because they're already into you. It is such a big deal. So that's another thing that I started to do and I started to learn as well. I got this concept a while ago, but it really hammered home just from seeing the plethora of people just flooding, hitting me on the inbox. Like, not too long ago, I had someone hit me up on the inbox, and I went on his page and I could tell, he's into network marketing. Not knocking his hustle, because that's where I was before, and I just gave him the information. I'm like, hey, I see what you're doing. I love the grind. I love the hustle, man. But there's a better way to do this. And I just shared the same information with him. Like, hey, listen, go ahead and get it. Go ahead and use this training to help you out. Start standing out. Don't blend in with the rest of the masses, because then there's no separator. If Uncle Joe down the street has the same exact product that you do, and you don't bring any other value with Uncle Joe, who just sits around all day and does nothing. Yeah, why don't I just get it from Uncle Joe? If it's the same exact thing, his family and friend, I could probably even get a discount, right? Like, ouch. Uncle Joe's not doing it any justice. And you building your brand, man, it just shields you from all the negativity. How people just go online and talk crap about your company, the company this, the company that, and then like, oh yeah, don't join that company. They have blah 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 blah. Come join mine. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're such a low baller. Like, you just go under the belt. Like, if like that's such a bad way to market. Like, like those people, it gets under my skin. Just negative Nancy's out there in the world. They don't know another way to market or to prospect or do the work. So they go about being negative to others, um, and then want you to join theirs in the back. And I'm like, what? Like who does that? But anyway, those are the two major reasons. Number one, obscurity. Not enough people are seeing exactly what your product is or what you're offering. And how to combat that is, it's simple. It's traffic, getting eyeballs, attention onto your product presentation or your business opportunity. And how do you get to do that? I'll probably put a link into, so you guys can check out the one in the way in which I'm doing it. And then how do you do that? Take your opportunity, your business online. Okay, if it's already online, and you already have a good company presentation, awesome, right? The next thing you want to do is house it in a place, get a funnel or get a web page or something to put it onto, and then drive traffic and eyeballs towards it. There's a few other steps underneath that, but that's a 30,000 foot view, and it's that really simple. When you take the 30,000 foot view of it, and it's like, oh, okay, if I get enough people to see it, enough people are going to say yes. It sounds simple, but it's truth, rather than, oh, it's, it's just pure business. That's probably another rant. Something I dislike a lot is, when coming in, people, when something is not working, people tend to look at themselves as the problem. You are not the problem. You and I are not the problem. Okay, the problem is not, something that happened in your past, and they get into, the network marketing is huge on personal development, and I love it too. But your personal development is personal. Yes, it's related to your business, but you have to have your own business strategy. There's nothing wrong with you or anything that happened in your past or what you're growing through or going through. Like, yes, like work on that stuff, absolutely. But your business strategy is just off. That's the main thing. Not enough people are taking a look at your business opportunity or product. You can grow through the marketing plan or your company's comp plan, and that is for certain. Okay, so number one is obscurity. You have a traffic problem and not a personal problem. Okay, if not enough people are taking a look, not you won't get the results. And number two, building your personal brand. You're not standing out enough. So in order to stand out, start building your brand. Start finding out what your core value is. Click the link in the show notes to get the training. I actually even have it on with a special offer on how to select your perfect niche. So those are the two things, and I'll probably put in there too, so you guys see exactly what I'm doing. It's so cool. It's so awesome. We are able to honestly just start predicting exactly what's happening in your business and know facts and numbers. Data doesn't lie. When you know facts and numbers, it makes things so much simpler. But anyway, hope you guys got major value, and don't forget, it's your time to dominate. Let's go make the world a better place. Let's get it. Hey, thank you for listening today. If you found value, please subscribe and leave a review so we can reach others like us searching for a better way on how to use the internet to create leverage and truly dominate. How would you like to stop pitching and start attracting your downline on autopilot? If so, head over to timetodominatepodcast.com and grab the free training, and let's go.